Hi everybody, Papa Kenny from Papa Kenny's Workshop, coming to you from 401 Storage, Warwick, Rhode Island. I'm down here doing some maintenance on equipment. Weather's breaking and they're getting ready to expand the storage units back here, along with some other stuff. I think another building out front here, so gotta get the equipment up and running, get the guys back to work. Alright, so let's get to it. Actually, we got a little Kubota mini excavator. Boy, did this thing come in handy the other day. And I want to apologize. This is my second take on this video. I had a problem with my GoPro the first day. The second day I forgot the tripod. So basically I'm redoing this whole video all over again. Anyhow, we got some equipment for sale also. A Eager Beaver trailer, I believe, is for sale. I don't know any pricing. Anybody interested in any of this equipment, leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to you with the contact person. So we got this, like I said, Eager Beaver trailer. We got this wood chipper. Got any in-laws you need to get taken care of. It's a nice little wood chipper here. Does need a motor. Other than that, this thing will chip anything. It's got a Ford straight 6, I think, what, 250 to 350, whatever it is. Needs a motor, I think. Last I knew, I was working on it. Somebody took the carburetor off, filled the engine up with water. That's why I'm saying it needs engine. Alright, that's that. We got this Joy air compressor. She's a diesel. Fires right up. Strong running unit. May need a fuel pump. That's about it. Cheap equipment for sale. Alright. Oh, and we got a Case bulldozer. It's 1150B. I'm not 100% sure if it's for sale or if it is. What's wrong with it? We got this little unit where you put down the seed, whatever you call that thing, the green stuff. Come on over here. The roller is not for sale. We do have a little skid steer. It does have a little skid steer for sale. It's a Bobcat 743. This thing runs like a champ. Could work every day. Does have a hydraulic leak in the back somewhere. But need a battery and off you go. So as you can see, it's a little oily in there. But don't have joysticks, foot controls, hand controls, old school, like I said. Alright, so we got that. If anybody's interested in any of that equipment, like I said, leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you with the contact information. I don't know anything about the equipment, how it runs, what the price is, any of that. Alright, oh, and we got a Regal boat here. Beautiful time. You can get yourself a cheap boat, get into boating real cheap. It's a nice boat. Like you see, it needs a good washing. I'll show you what the inside looks like. Definitely needs power washing and a little cleaning up in there. No, actually I think someone left this over at the storage units. One of the storage units abandoned. And my brother-in-law, which is part owner over here, is going to be doing a touch a truck for the kids. And I'm not 100% sure, so I do believe we're going to be crushing this boat that day. So keep an eye out for that notification. I know it'll be a fun day with the kids. Alright, back to this video. Alright, so I'm not going to call the equipment old, but it's not brand new. Some of the stuff I've been working on. Got a Ford L9000. Got to put some batteries in that and get that running. But you might have seen a video last year where they broke the dry shaft yoke off at the rear end and I had to pull it off and re-weld it. Still going. The rest of this equipment, did I say, is not for sale. Alright, just this stuff in the beginning. Alright, then we got this John Deere loader, wheel loader. 544C. I do believe this thing is older than me. I did weld these brackets on here for a fork lift attachment. Alright. We got a Cat D5. I'm not 100% sure what's just wrong with that just yet. I believe it's a starting issue. Alright, so some of the stuff I did in the last couple of days, like I said, no, I did not do any recording, but this is what I did. Last week I was down here, I pulled off some cylinders. Had my brother-in-law had some company come down. I don't know who they were. I don't know if they were in New Hampshire or Mass, but they came down, picked up the cylinders, and brought them back when they were done. Don't ask me the prices, but just got done. And this Cat backhoe, replacing that cylinder there.
This excavator here, it's a 315B.
just got done replacing this big cylinder here, along with this one over here. This is a Cat 320. Thank God for that little Kubota excavator. Came in handy with putting this cylinder back on, taking it off, putting this big cylinder on. Right here, I did this one. Now this one also has a broken manifold bolt, so it's got a leaking exhaust, and it's affecting the turbo, I believe. So got to look into that a little bit deeper. That could be quite the project. I don't know. Upcoming projects. Got a Volvo 160, I believe it is. EC 160. Now, I already forgot the name of this bearing or gear, so go ahead and laugh at me. Anywho, we're going to replace this swing bearing here. I think that's what you call it. And, man, is this thing nasty. So that pump's going to come up, raise it all up, get the lines out of the way, pull this whole barn, jack this cab up nice and high, drag this out with another excavator, replace that swing gear, and put it back together. So that'll be an upcoming video at some point. That's coming soon, I think. I think he wants to get this done. I got some welding on this bucket. Hard facing to do it. It's pretty much wearing out in a couple places. Big gaps. So, got quite a bit of stuff to do down here. What I've been working on today, it's a little skid steer. It's a Bobcat T770. And the complaint was, driving this thing made all kinds of noises, squeaking and popping and farting and scratching and everything. So I ended up tearing it apart, and let me show you what I found. Alright, so this has got a rubber track system. It's like any other excavator. You pump grease into a cylinder and it pushes the wheel out. Actually, I'll show you to give you tension on the belt. Alright, so you got a cylinder here. You got a big coil spring, and you got this big wheel on the front. This all goes together and it slides up in there. The grease fitting ends up coming out here. This is where you pump it. Pumps grease into here, puts tension on that spring, and pushes this wheel out on the track right here. Okay? Right in that groove. So that's how that works. The suspension works off of leaf springs and kind of like a big roller bearing. And let me show you what they look like. Right here. Alright, so each side has 4 of these rollers right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it has leaf springs like this. This is a broken one. I actually gotta replace it. I'm waiting for new ones to come in. So on each side of these rollers, you got these leaf springs. See, there's 3 holes. They bolt in here, and that's what controls your ride over your terrain. All right. So you got 8 leaf springs, 4 on the inside, 4 on the outside, and they're not interchangeable. If anybody's wondering that, and I'll show you why. Okay, so if you look inside the leaf spring where it mounts, I know it's very hard to see. Well, there's like a 1/2 inch gap before the threads start. So you know this comes against the outside or the inside, vice versa. That's why they're not interchangeable. Alright, so here's one of the rollers. As you can hear it, that's not supposed to move whatsoever. And I had another one on its way out. He did have one at his house, so I replaced it, and just waiting on leaf springs on this side. 1 leaf spring on this side, and I can put this side back together. This side was a total mess. As you can see, all the leaf springs were broke. All of them. All the eyelets like this that go over the roller bearings were broken. Oh, here's a little tech tip for you. If you cannot see these leaf springs from underneath without taking the roller bearings out on the job. As you can see, I'm working into it and I'm about 1 foot off the ground. So if this was up higher, maybe so, but I could not see them and I could not tell what condition they were, other than this hole was getting oblong, so I knew something was going on, as you can see. So another thing to keep in mind, if you do have a broken one, you cannot just drop it out. You have to loosen the ones next to it because they kind of overlap each other and there's not a lot of room to move them around in there and they hit each other. So keep that in mind. I was very lucky to get these 4 out because they were broken. Alright. Another tech tip, if you need to replace one of these rollers, make sure you loosen the inside bolt first. Because if you don't, when you go to do it, it's just going to spin on you. So you can hold this side, undo the other side on the inside, and then it'll drop down, and then you can access your leaf springs. And another thing I just noticed on this side, take a look at that coil spring. So that can't be holding tension very well, I don't think, so I have to bring that to his attention. And also, boy, guys, it's rough on equipment, I'll tell you. Take a look at this track over here, and I think these are only like 1.5 years old. I don't know what they tore. They tore a house down, maybe they grabbed something, but if it was me, I would not use that track. But he's away on vacation, and I'm trying to get the stuff back together for him so he can get to work. So, I appreciate you all watching, and like I said, I apologize for not videoing the whole thing. I'm getting parts back next week, and as I put it back together, I'll show you how it all goes back together. How about that? If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and share the video, and leave me a comment, whether it's on the equipment, any suggestions how to get this cab up off the bottom carriage. Leave a comment down below. I appreciate it. By leaving a comment, just leaving a comment, whether good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever it is, no politics. So, helps little Papa Kenny get noticed and my videos get out there. That's all. I don't make any money. I'm doing this for the fun of it. I enjoy interacting with the public in your comments. So, leave a comment, share the video, and most of all, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Papa Kenny's Workshop. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.